WanderingWinder here. We've got a game of Dominion playing against glasse. Don't know. I don't know if that's right. Forest. So this is really good if you need buys. Skies, mountains is fine. We do have the lucky coin. There's also merchant. There is no village, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play pretty money-ish. Probably with a lot of merchants and an exorcist. You could try to draw with like Sentry Ranger, Menagerie. Um, well, I definitely want the Exorcist. What do I want on 3? I just think the plus buy is bad enough. Well, you could get a Druid for double plus buy. I think you're eventually going to have problems with green cards anyway. Get a Patrician. I guess Ghost is a village, but I think I'm going to play this way. I want to get a silver there because I want to make sure that I have. Well, this is not great. Okay, what do I want now? A Patrician, a Druid, or nothing? Probably don't want this. This gains me extra silvers, or can be a money. Almost certainly I don't want Patrician, though. Because if you're doing this stuff, that's going to help enable. Maybe it's fine anyway, because it will help for potential later menageries. And it will help my wisps. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna ball here. For merchants. I should have 2 silvers left down here. My merchants are likely to hit. At some point I can start getting menageries, but I think merchant's going to be better for a long time. Not a huge fan of Fool here with the Exorcist around. Although I guess it works kind of well with Menagerie. I'm just not a big fan of Fool in general. Maybe it's fine, maybe it's good. I should probably get one soonish. Yeah, let's get one now. And I think another merchant. So hopefully I don't draw estate here would be the worst thing to draw. Even that wouldn't be that bad, I guess, but 6 for a gold or a ranger or another sentry. 7, not that different from 6. In fact, not at all different from 6. Gets another sentry. Okay, this is 6 anyway. I'm going to get a gold. The best draw there would have been Exorcist. Lucky Coin would have also been good. Exorcise is a merchant, huh? Okay, 6 again. I'm going to take another gold now. So Menagerie soon wouldn't be bad. Take a wisp. I think I want a Menagerie now over a merchant. I want to trash copper over estate here because it will be better for the Menagerie, and a 2's pretty unvaluable. Unvaluable is not a word, but that's okay. Okay, this is good for me that this sentry isn't doing much. This game does seem quite close. I'd also like the estate is a point which might be useful, and with Lost in the Woods and The Exorcist, I could see. Okay, you took swamps again. We know that forests can't come ever because these 3 are locked under Druid. They can't come up from Fool or Lost in the Woods. Okay, there's a gold. We are going to draw this merchant, but we're not going to. This is such a good hand, we're not going to trigger this shuffle. Okay. Right. I think we want to lead on Patrician here. In case it shows us Menagerie, we could play the merchant first, probably. Okay, so you're provincing now as well. Shows us Lucky Coin. Okay, I'd rather keep the gold on top, so I don't want to play this merchant. See if we've seen winds, suns, and fields, swamps, and moons. Wind, sun, field, swamp, moon. So earths, rivers, seas, and I can't remember the last one. Okay, you've gotten rid of your last estate. There's Menagerie for you. You're exercising a silver into another imp. Boom! Okay, let's take the plus card first. This for another Menagerie. Trash a copper. And I think we want to turn a silver into an imp here. Okay, so this is going to be a bad hand. I've got to figure out what I want to do with it. I guess we'll see what my opponent does. Options I'm looking at can include buying a 3 and trashing copper, buying a 3 and trashing estate, Um, I think I'm going to go with buying the 3 and trashing copper. And what 3 do I want? Um, Menagerie, Merchant are the 2 main contenders here. I think Merchant. I don't know though, it's kind of close. Okay, that's not a great gift at this point in the game. Okay, so that's province. I'm up by 1 point. Well, this would be a great time to have more buys. We're going to take the province now anyway. And the menageries might really come through here. Fortunately for me, I'm pretty sure the only extra gain you can get is from Earth's Gift, so you can't win here. I guess you could Earth's Gift for like a druid and also have the plus action and then draw the druid. That seems, and then have the plus buy and win that way. It seems pretty hard though. So most likely you're going to end up getting a duchy, possibly also with an estate here. Or with a plus buy card like a druid or something. Copper for what? Menagerie. Okay. So I think. Hmm, I think I'm okay here. I mean, surely you have enough money to get a duchy, and then you're going to exercise something. The silver into another imp? Okay. Let's play merchant next, hoping to draw a non-unique. Okay, let's imp. I've got 3 merchants, and actually this is enough money already, but uh, let's just make sure. Buy the last province. Yeah, I think the sentries ended up not doing that much for my opponent. I think the first one was fine, and maybe they just got a bit unlucky, but I really didn't like the second one at that point. I liked my ball plan a little more. The early Exorcist on turn 1, I think is much more important than, well, either the silver or the fool. It could be that Exorcist Fool is a better open than Exorcist Silver. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I also think you could go for something where you get Exorcist, probably also with Fool there, and move into not. I guess you try to thin down more and try to go for something with like a Druid, Patricians, maybe more Exorcists, although that gets maybe in the way of Menagerie and play with trying to draw more, trying to thin more mostly. Um, I'm not totally sold on that. I mean, this was turn 14. I had 5 provinces. I don't know that this is going to come together fast enough, especially with this being the best source of plus buy, I think. But you get two Emporiums in a turn or something. That can help a lot in a comeback bid. Um, Obviously, I would have another province here on turn 15. Nobody's getting attacked at all. The Fool situation would have been a little bit different. So I don't know how that affects things a little bit, but five, six provinces on turn 15 is going to be, I think, a little bit hard to beat. Um, it might depend on how well your sentries pop up for you, along with the Exorcist. So I don't know. I think that would be interesting to try. But as it was, I think balling for this stuff helped a bit. And I think my opponent didn't get hit their sentries well. Their second sentry wasn't very good. And the delay of the first Exorcist didn't help them much. I think that was the main kind of difference. Obviously, there's a lot of little luck points too as well. So luck definitely played a factor beyond just the sentry hits. But anyway, hope you have enjoyed and or learned something, and we'll catch you again soon.